Today I'm sketching in paper by 53. Hi everyone, Steve Elliott here again with my favourite sketching app, Paper by 53. Continuing the pen and ink theme, I thought I would do a sketch of this scene of some cattle. This was from a recent trip to a local craft centre, I guess, and garden centre. And I pulled up alongside the road to grab this picture of these cows because I thought, just got to paint these. I have to say, it is it's cool to have a phone with a camera in it. You're never ever without a camera, so you are always able to grab images to paint and sketch. So anyway, I thought I said pen and ink, and I'm sketching in pencil. And the reason for that is this is quite a complex subject. And although I probably wouldn't sketch it if I was painting it, for a drawing, I felt I needed some guidelines to help me along the way. So I started off with a light pencil sketch here that you can see just to get in the rough shapes. And I'm straight in with my pen and ink. And this is going to be really thick blacks everywhere and nice white highlights. And probably some colour wash just to finish it off. And I'm using a kind of a squiggly etch technique, let's say, where I'm not too, I do use a bit of cross hatching, but I'm very much into using squiggly lines to indicate leaves and things like that. And I won't be drawing any leaves as such, just these squiggles to give the impression of the leaves. That way you can do a sketch really, really quick. And you're not sort of wrapped up trying to reproduce everything as it really is, rather just a kind of an impression. So anyway, you can see I've actually changed the composition slightly and moved the cows around just to fit them on my paper, because in the photograph it's slightly wider and I didn't have room to get all of these cows in. This is another sketch that I think will make a cracking painting actually. So probably in watercolour. So I will probably be doing that in the near future as well. I don't know what app I'm going to do it in. Maybe Rebel, maybe Corel Painter, or maybe Procreate, or even ArtRage, who knows. Anyway, back to the sketch. So I just love this inking brush in this app, because you can, a bit of pressure and you can get the thickest black lines ever. And then if you just draw lightly, you can get these really faint lines. So that's really cool. What I do here, in actual fact, I start sketching this cow in, and I'm thinking I could squeeze another one in here. So I thought, I smudged me drawing. Look at that. I'll have to sort that out in a bit. So I start doing this cow, and then I'm going to put another one in, and I'm just going to wing it. I'm not going to use any pencil or anything like that. I shall just draw it in. I'm just repairing that little bit of damage where I sort of smudged it with my finger. I guess I could switch that off, but I do like it. It's quite a useful tool. Here we are. So I decided to squeeze another cow in here. And whether you actually think it is a cow or just some random shapes, who knows? But I think it works okay. And this cow, I'm going to pretty much do in silhouette. I think that will add a lot of strength to the composition, and just sort of tie in that big black tree on the right hand side with this cow on the left, and then strengthen up the grass under it. And now I'm going in with a hedge, and this is a little bit of cross hatching, I guess. And here I kind of got lost a little bit, and I'll put in all these squiggly lines and things, and I thought, no, it just does look like scribble. That's going to have to go. So I just undid all that. That was just not working for me, because I wanted these two sort of overhanging branches of the tree. I wanted to keep them quite visible, and they kept getting lost in all the scribbles and things. So, I mean, you can't do this with paper, can you? Where you can just keep undoing, but quite useful, that. And then I go in for more of a sort of a very thin line to indicate the branches, and then I go back to some more hatching just while I think about what I'm going to do with that, really. So there we go. So I kind of getting to the end of it, and then I think it needs just something to finish this off. So I put a few more branches in, and then I think, okay, that's looking cool, but I think we need a wash on it. So, and I didn't want to colour it. I didn't want greens or anything like that. So I've gone for a kind of a blue-grey wash over the whole of the sketch, just to add those final touches. And that is it. That is my sketching in paper 53 for this week. I hope you've enjoyed this sketch and video, and if you have, a big thumbs up as always is much appreciated. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, because I have lots of videos like this and I would love to be sharing them with you. So hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye.